family. Hope you are doing amazing. Now is Oyame Kesikron family. Today I decided to start telling my story from the genesis of all that happened in Buzia, from my own town, Kamfokrom, to Aketechi to Buzia. As we go along the story, you understand everything that happened. That we judge for ourselves, right? It all started when I decided to go back home to honor my dwarf energy. We have over 1,000 dwarfs in the house. So I wanted to basically just go and honor them, because this is something I do yearly before our festival, our breakthrough festival or Krada festival. So this is just one of them. Me going home, honoring my own energy, not in anybody's house, but my own house, my mother's house, my grandparents' house, not in a family station, not in a family court, not in a community center, my own house. I never knew you had to take permission from anybody when you are doing anything in your own house. So before the encounter with the Buzia chief, Otumfo Bedubonsu, not gazetted yet, according to what I have, and also the Omanhene of Diskov, this is the genesis of the whole story. This is where it all started from. I went back to my own house. As you can see, I'm sitting there having conversation with my grandma. She prophesied though. She kept saying, I'm the only one that will heal her. And when she was saying that, I didn't even started the herbs. I didn't even know I could heal people. But she kept saying, I'm the only one that can heal her. Mayor, this is my job too. And today it has come to pass. It has come to pass. And now we are bringing her the herbs. Huh? Yeah, you do. And anybody that follows me knows that this is not the first time I visited my grandmother. I have videos of, listen, the whole thing just don't make sense, but it makes perfect sense. Because everything that happened, my mother saw it 2 years ago. I saw it happening, and many people from around the world all had visions that what was happening was going to happen. You wouldn't understand it now, but let's follow the story. Today is just going to be a part one. There's so many series coming, and also, of course, the big one with Zion Felix. I will translate as we go along. Don't worry. I'll tell you my story. One of the things that took place that most people don't understand is the fact that the whole situation didn't happen in a single day. It happened in the span of 5 days. From Thursday all the way to Friday. I will bring the date, all details. So it wasn't just a day thing. It was a 5 days period. The last day is when it got crazy with the disco of Omanhene. And if I tell you why that even happened, it wouldn't make sense to you. But this is the genesis. I went home to honor my dwarfs, my dwarf energy. That's all I did. Went to my own house, my own grandparents' house in Kamfokrom to honor. You see, when people wonder why nobody comes back to their backgrounds again, to their village again, they don't understand why. These are some of the things. And there's a significant twist to the story, so I'm just letting you understand. Every time I'm on the road, I move with the Mikra care team, the nurses, sometimes the doctors. Not because of necessarily me, but because I have the heart to try and help every case that we encounter on the road, to try to heal everybody on the road. So the nurse was with us from the beginning. This statement I've made right here will not make sense to you, but trust me, before we are done, you would understand the significance of me mentioning the nurse. Let's continue the story. I don't even know where I was born. Top royal. Oh, my God. The guy is a midi. The story continues. She telling me how when I was born. Well, she was a bit confused. She thought I was born in Cape Coast, but I had to remind her I was born in Takoradi. And I remember when my dad died in Cape Coast, she came with my auntie. A lot of history right here. I didn't even remember she was the one who came to my auntie, but she did.
Oh. Oh. Man, Yaba. Yaba, sure. I understand that. I didn't know. Ebe nanto. Ebe saupo.
One of the promises that I made to my grandmother was the fact that I was going to come back and bring the herbs and start her treatment. I haven't been able to do it till date because of the magnitude of how the whole thing escalated. And every time I'm troubled by it because I want to keep my word, but certain things are not allowing me to even start the treatment, to even go there. People don't understand the magnitude of what has happened. They feel it's just about me showing a draw, showing power, showing none of that. You guys don't understand what is going on, but I'm telling the story. You would understand. And if anything happens to my grandma, we all know why. We all know what happened. We all know it is the manipulation and the planning of some people. I don't want to go ahead of my time. I don't want to go ahead of myself, sorry. The story would continue.
Who is that? Spiritual church. People don't know Mozambique. This Christo church is on my head. My auntie was the leader of this entire Western region. The whole Western region. So when we were kids, we used to hit the drums from Mozambique. We've done all that. People don't know. People don't know our background, so.
So the whole plan was to finish everything and leave the Western region latest by Sunday evening. Monday was not supposed to meet us in Western region, in Busia. We didn't have plans to stay that long. But again, I say, because of the hand of certain wicked men, certain wicked people, right? Not the gods, men, the wickedness of men. Everything changed. All I did was, Grandma, I'm here to feed the dwarfs. After the dwarfs, we're going to the air gods in Frama. We go from the air gods, we go to my throne. This was the plan. This is something that I've done over the period. I have evidence of me going into the town doing this with my cousin who is Nanaboza the Ninth. Listen.
Now I want to get the history of the dwarfs. Where the dwarfs came. Mote wofin obey. One on one bay. And you bought one. You bought two mote no.
So I asked the question, who brought the dwarfs to them? Who brought the dwarfs to it? Did we meet the dwarfs or our ancestors brought the dwarfs? I have the answer, but I don't want to deviate from the story that my grandma is telling me. So I'm going to stick to the story. She didn't just tell me the background of the dwarfs. She told me how to feed the dwarfs, all the rituals that needs to be done. Nobody in Kamfokrom can do it. Because it's not for them. This is not a community property. This is not a Kamfokrom property. This is a property of my house, my family. This is for us. This energy is for us. So I came home. All I did was to come home to honor my energies in my background. This is all I did. I know why it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, but I'll tell you why. That's all I did. So grandma said she was going to tell me everything she knows. Whatever she's heard, she's going to say it. Whatever is in her mouth, she's going to tell me. She's not going to hide anything from me. And she's going to allow me take over from her. She is tired now, and she needs a younger person to take over from her with a dwarf energy. I said, okay, grandma, I'm game. I'm ready. I've been doing this for how long now? The only reason why I don't, listen, I'll tell you the story. Hold on.
Now, I bet no muti and pepper. I bet it's been a muti and pepper.
So I assured grandma I was going to take over her and I was never going to allow the energies go hungry again. Listen, I've had so she gave me the list of everything the energies wanted, this particular dwarfs, because every dwarf energy and what they want. They have general things of what all the dwarfs want, but every house and how they offer their food to the energies. You know what's funny? Before we went, 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before we went, we did a diagnosis. We checked. I called the dwarfs energies home in Nyankonton, and I asked them, I'm coming to feed them. They've asked me to come and feed them. So what I need is for them to tell me everything they need, including my air gods and my throne energy. So they told me everything they needed, with the exception of course, certain details that my grandma is now telling me that I didn't know beforehand. Right? So the minute my grandma told me that these are the things that the energies needed, I was super excited because she was literally teaching me on the job. And some of you, those who hear Fanti, I don't want to necessarily disclose it because some of you would capitalize it and use it for evil, right? It's not everything I'm supposed to put out there. But you can, if you hear Fanti, you can hear the list grandma is giving us. So I called my cousin, Nana Boza the Ninth, and I told him all this, and then he confirmed that indeed everything I'm saying is true. These are the things that the energies need. How did I even know that? Because these are the things that my great-great-grandfather, which one? Busumefi, Busumefi, all these great people, these are the things they were offering the energies. And how did I know that? And I told them, they come to me. I don't sleep. I don't sleep. Every night they are with me. This is the first time I've gone along like a week, 2, without necessarily being fully active. So I said the things that the energies told me they needed. My cousin, who is the chief numbers of the night, confirmed them. When I came, my grandma also literally confirmed and added even more that I didn't know to it. Again, I'm not an outsider. I continue my story.
My budget. Yeah, it's a serious prophecy because for years. For years, she kept saying, "I'll be the one coming to heal her." Why she was saying those things, I didn't even understand it. I'm like, what is she talking about? But it has happened. She knew what she was saying. And that's how sometimes spirituality is. That's why we don't understand. That's why when I even talk to you people, you don't understand what I'm saying. You understand? I'm not one person that called myself like, out of luck. I say, oh, let me come and do this job. No. For years, she kept prophesying. And today, she's saying that I should give her strength so that she can be behind me. Yeah. Do you understand what that means? I'm the only one that can give her strength. She's the priestess of our air energy in Framado and also our dwarfs. And now I've come to take the mandate from her. Right? So this is not something we went to buy somewhere.
That's why I keep saying that you cannot understand the energies. Let me tell you a secret here. I wanted to reconstruct the entire building, the entire place. Before we went, I sent my big brothers to go take the estimate, give me the budget. I had the budget. I was going to build everything, build the whole place. I did a diagnosis again. I asked the dwarves, And the dwarfs told me, no, I shouldn't build yet. They knew what was going to happen. They were like, no, don't build yet. I told my cousin. My cousin was like, oh, Nana Boza the 9. He was like, oh, don't worry, bring the money, let's build. Right? I don't want to speak much into that because there's craziness in there. But this was decided by the energies. I wanted to reconstruct the whole place. They said, no, hold on, not now. Come and do the first step. Grandma was in so much tears, so much emotions. I said, Grandma, don't worry. I got you. All I need is for you to rise up behind me. You said you want to be behind me. Just be behind me. We're about to do some craziness that will shock the world. Just be behind. Let your prayers, let everything be behind me because it's mundane, it's ordained. This is the life I came on earth to live. Nobody can make this up. This is not a story. This is not some what people call settings. This is original. This is what I came on earth to do. Listen, guys, the energies, they come home all the time. The energy, they come to Oyamekesi. They know what I'm doing in Oyamekesi Krom. You would come and see what we are doing in Oyamekesi Krom in December at the breakthrough ritual. The Nyankonton ritual. The once in a lifetime opportunity, the kind of ritual, the ritual that would change your life, set you free spiritually, financially, physically, liberate you. Nyankonton is the ticket to become one of the 1,000 millionaires that I'm going to raise in the next 7 years. This was not made up. It's not a made up. This is my life. This is my story. But you know what happened? Before we went into the village, a call has been placed to the village. Go back to the beginning of the video. The lady I was hugging from the beginning of the video, a call came to her saying, whatever he is coming to do, don't get involved. Make sure you separate yourself from him because something is about to happen. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. So before we even got to the village, this whole plot was already in play. Why was this plot in play? Because certain people in the family, and I'm choosing to omit the name on purpose, certain people in the family said I should bring 50,000 cedis before I am allowed to do this, to do my rituals in my own hometown. I should pay 50,000 cedis. This person in the family is somebody I've been supporting for the past 3 years, sending money. This is that location I said I was going to build the whole place. This is the house of the dwarf energy. Before we got here, I sent money to clean up the place, paint up the place, make the place look very beautiful. I don't know the state that it was in before I got there, but when I got there, this is how it was looking. I sent money down. You guys have no idea how expensive rituals are. I said in the other video, before now, I've spent over $5 million to get to where I am today. You don't know the investment I've made to become who I am today. Right? How did the people in the village know I am coming there? Who is the person that called them and said something is about to happen? We were sitting down innocently, minding my own business, doing the necessary rituals that we came to do. I didn't just get up and even walk to my own house. I first walked to my grandmother, sent people to my grandmother, made my grandmother know that, listen, on this day, I'm going to come and perform these rituals. Right? Beforehand, the energies came to me to say it's time to go. Because, like I said, this is a ritual I do yearly before our festival in Oyamekesi. I go home to my own throne, to my own energy, to my own family house. Ghana, I want to ask a question. What is wrong in going to your own family house? What is wrong with going to your own family house? What they didn't know beforehand, I knew we were not going to kill any animal there. Because I had a conversation with my cousin, and my cousin said, "Oh, Nana Boza the ninth said we cannot kill because one bahima is on the dead, is not buried yet, so we cannot kill any big animal like a cow or something. We can do rams and goat and chicken and small animals, but we can't offer a cow." I'm like, cool beans. I'm not going to do that. But that time, I'd already given money out for them to buy the cow already. So I knew exactly what I was going to do with the cow. I was going to let the cow be with my family so that we raise it. So whenever it's allowed to offer the cow, maybe probably by that time the cow, we could have even bought 3-4 cows and started a cow ranch. I didn't just get up. Who made the call to the villages or to the village Nyankonton that something is about to happen? They should ensure they don't come close to me. Who made that call? I only knew this information after the fact, not before the fact. I only got this information after everything has happened, not before everything has happened. So who made the call? Because there's only one person outside of the people that was there with me that knew I was coming.
They said that their God is themselves. They come in here and steal our God. Now everything should be back. That's why people they will come here. Beg you. Be ready. You should be ready. When I say be ready, what does it mean? When I say be ready, what does it mean? You, I'm talking to you. You should be born again. When I say born again, not go to church. No church. Church is here. Church is just an organization. But here is dismissing. About 200 years now, they are living here. But people don't mind them. They are helping them, but take money. Takoradi, Cape Coast, Accra. Motor. Where is the motor? Where is the water?
Water, Olivier.
The Busiapeni of Nyankonton don't know me. We don't know each other. I've never met him. I've never called him. I've never had a conversation with him. I've never had anything with him. Never. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. How did he know I was coming to my own house? Another thing you should pay attention to is the fact that we went for peace. We went for peace. It was all about peace. The people in the town in Nyankonton knows me. That is why you can see them standing there watching, witnessing what we are doing. Because they knew these are no strangers. Everybody in the town was like, we know him. We know the mother. This is their house. The Ebusiapeni of Nyankonton does not stay in Nyankonton. This wasn't a weekend for you to say that, okay, it's a weekend, so perhaps he was in the town to do anything. Where did the land guards come from? The land guards who came with knives and guns and weapons and all of that. Where did the land guards come from? How did the Busiapeni mobilize people? Think about it. Do you know how fast that is? Nyankonton is not just by the roadside. It's inside from the main road, right? You have to drive about 20, 30 minutes to get to Nyankonton from the main road, or 35 minutes. Where did the land guards come from? This is me entering my own house. I am not going into somebody's house. Where did the Busiapeni come from? Where did the land guards come from? Who told them to come and attack us? You can see the cow there, right? Who told them to come and untie the cow? The cow, we bought it. If my brother lied to me, then I'm lying. We paid over 17,000 for this cow. I was pissed. Who told them? That's my brother standing there, Kofi. He went weeks ahead. I'm coming to my own hometown, but weeks ahead, I sent people to go and ensure that everything is peaceful. Where did the attack come from? You see me, I'm sitting down. Peaceful. Never intended to attack anybody. Never intended to. We didn't go with weapons. We didn't go with anything. We went to only pray in my own house. Question: where did the land guard come from? Who brought the land guards? What has land guards got to do with your own house? Why were the land guards waiting? Who called the land guards? Not just the land guard. Who called the
Yeah,
police? Because the police commander of
Then you were
Agona
Jeffrey.
in Kwanta came there. With some of them that later became friends. I became friends with Rocky. You know, Rocky is my guy now. Who brought them there? This is what I mean by the plot was said even before we got to the village.
Water. O salugba rewe gbe. Ege na se. O to ena. Abari we na. No well ni o to. Abotama.
Just praying from nowhere. Boom! The attacks happen. From nowhere. Boom! The attacks start. Listen.
Owafo. Again, I say, Uki Tamai. Why just you want Muko? Utoy now, Sawano. I am a Cassie. I am a Cassie. I am a Cassie. The world Piawa. Montiase. Where carry your toina? I said, I go Sapa. Otona has it ready. No. Atawe. Obono sewa. Rande. Wabore. What are you saying?
Hey, Junior. The way my say we lawyer, more push.
These attacks started on Thursday, 18th of September 2025, all the way to the Monday. It wasn't a day thing.